What is it that interests you about managing the wedding events?
Unlike a routine business, you wake up in the morning and you're doing the same routine day in, day out. This business is extremely challenging.
Yeah.
Even after 23 years, every wedding is a new challenge. And I think for people like us who are always looking for new challenges, happiness, the tears of joy that falls down from a bride's face means a lot sometimes than money does.
Ever had an unrealistic expectation from your client for the wedding, or ever had to say no for that demand? How did you manage that expectation?
Realistic demand, yes, we did. Have you ever said no? An average of 12.5 crore weddings that happen every year. And the wedding market is honestly the second largest retail market.
You know, upper middle class or the lower middle class, they probably have a mentality that approaching an event management company is going to be very expensive. And only with that mentality, they don't approach any of the event companies or event managers. What do you have to say about that? Your company has managed, you all have done a lot of celebrity weddings, whether it is Shahid Kapoor, Arpita Khan, Anita Dongre's son, a lot of weddings. Can you differentiate their demands vis-a-vis the normal, probably upper segment demands? Hello and welcome to BonaFide Banter with Zalak Mehta. I am your host Zalak, and today we have with us a very special guest, Zuzer Lucknowala, the visionary behind Party Cruisers Limited, a name synonymous with unforgettable weddings, grand celebrations, and creating moments that people remember for a lifetime. From starting small to building one of India's most recognized event management companies and even taking it public, Mr. Lucknowala has seen it all. Today, we'll dive into his journey, the secrets behind the glamour of the event industry, and also some of the challenges and controversies that make this world so fascinating. Mr. Lucknowala, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It's a pleasure having you here. I want to know what first inspired you to join the industry of events.
Firstly, please don't call me Mr. Lucknowala.
Okay.
Please, Zuzer seems a lot more
All right.
natural. The story of jumping from a frying pan into the fire started off with catering company years back, did boat parties, did children's parties, and as and how we are a company of vision. We see the potential of what the future holds in the events and wedding space, and that's what's led us one thing to another, and we are here today. And the fact that we have listed ourselves on the stock exchange itself is a known fact that we are visionaries in our thoughts,
Right.
and listing is a good space to be in. Gives us a sense of ethics and transparency, which our industry is not so well known for. So, yeah.
So you started initially with the corporates or the weddings?
We started with catering.
Yes.
We started with children's parties.
Okay.
Then we did boat parties.
Okay.
Then we did corporates.
Okay.
Then we did weddings. If you were to put a time frame on the number of years we've done each segment, I think weddings is obviously the number one. It's been
Right.
since 2002 that we've started the wedding business, and it's almost 23 years now that we've been doing this.
What is it that interests you about managing the wedding events?
Unlike a routine business, you wake up in the morning and you're doing the same routine day in, day out. This business is extremely challenging.
Yeah.
Even after 23 years, every wedding is a new challenge. And I think for people like us who are always looking for new challenges, it's the right business to be in.
Wow. Biggest challenge? Can you name the biggest challenge that you face for for planning a wedding? Is it the decor? Is it the food? Is it the venue?
So wedding compromises of many things, whether it's a small size wedding or a big size wedding. It all starts from once the bride and the groom gets a fix on the dates. The location is one of the first challenges for them. Depending on budgets, it could be a local wedding in their city, or it could be a destination out of it. That is one of the biggest challenges to find a good destination, because that makes the whole wedding, that sets the aura of the whole tempo of the wedding, and then there's invitation cards and trousseaux, and there's food, there's decor, there's sometimes these days there's a huge demand for pre-wedding shoots,
Oh, right.
and photographers even go for honeymoon shoots.
Really?
In fact, there's a serial, I can't seem to put my name on it, but it's recently has come on Netflix.
Okay.
Honeymoon Photographer. That's, I think, the name of the serial. It's a murder mystery.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
there are movies now starting to be made on weddings. Whoever thought that would happen?
That's true.
And I think Karan Johar should be complimented on this.
What made you fall in love with the event space? What was it that, clicked that I want to start managing the events?
Like I said, you jump from a frying pan into the fire. We started off as a catering company. I had a choice of doing export-import or joining a hotel line. I chose to do the hotel line, obviously, because it's more creative.
Okay.
And post which, over a period, one realized the way the world's changing, one needs to evolve, because, one can't be stuck to this same old conservative way of doing things. One's not going to get so far, and currently with the competition, it's important to evolve on a regular basis. It's not just, you can't evolve every 5 years. You got to evolve every year, Although it's my opinion that every 3 to 5 years, there's a whole new phase of, a whole new phase that comes in. It's not just related to my business, but any business, Whoever thought travel agencies would have to start looking at doing MICE and other ways to sustain themselves, because of obviously Ease My Trip, Make My Trip, and all the ticket booking sites, Whoever thought hotels, But the whole challenge here is the fact that all these new competition that's come up has also increased the space of the business, Weddings no longer the domain of the HNI and the Uber HNI. It's also post-COVID, even the upper middle segments and the mid segments have started spending money, because obviously the money power has increased.
Oh, wow. In fact, I thought the other way around, because COVID was where people started with minimal weddings. So, is that not true? I mean,
So there was, we were, most of us were very free during COVID.
Right.
So a lot of telephone talks, a lot of talks was happening on, यार ये कोविड के बाद तो वेडिंग बिजनेस बंद होने वाला है, हम लोग मर गए ये बिजनेस, which just reversed itself out. It's got bigger and bigger post COVID than it was prior COVID. Yeah, it's shocking.
It
and
is.
I really don't know what the logic is.
Because even the celebrities, if you see, Alia Bhatt did a very small, homely, cozy wedding. So, and there are people who get very influenced by the celebrities. There are people who started doing minimal weddings. So it's actually shocking to hear that post-COVID, there's been a huge wedding market.
So celebs' weddings are always going to be intimate. Yeah, they don't want the whole shebang of people that they really don't know. But the whole trend has changed. There's super big weddings. Also, international weddings has really taken off. It's not restricted to Rajasthan and Goa.
Wow.
10 years
That's
back,
nice.
Rajasthan was considered to be upscale. Goa was also considered to be upscale. Today, times have changed. Venues in India like North Mussoorie opened up. Chandigarh Sukhvilas has opened up. Kochi in the south has opened up. International destinations which one had never heard of. Cyprus, Cambodia, Turkey. All these destinations have opened up.
But Turkey, what is the situation after the India-Pakistan tension?
Officially, it's a little dicey, but there are weddings happening.
Yeah? Okay.
There are.
And that's strange. But yeah. So have you heard of your clients or people cancelling their weddings due to this? I mean, after making a payment in Turkey?
Yeah, plenty. In fact,
Yeah.
after Mr. Modi's wedding in India, a lot of international destinations did get cancelled, and they moved to India. The good thing that happened because of that is a lot of new players came in the scene because the work got infused a lot more in India.
Right.
Number one. Number two, from what I've heard from my hotel contacts, we're expecting about 320 hotels with over large inventory in the next 10 years to open up. Now, if that kind of hotels, I mean, take a look at Andheri East. It was Leela Hotel.
Yeah.
That was it. And maybe the Hyatt. I mean, there's ITC there. It's packed. It's
Correct.
packed. That stretch is packed. JW Sahar has opened up recently.
So in a way, good for India.
Very good.
Yeah. And what is that one underrated destination in India, since we're talking about destinations, that people have started, people should explore now, according to you?
Personally, from all the weddings we've done, I love Mussoorie.
Okay.
It's beautiful. They have, we did Anita Dongre's son's wedding there.
Oh, lovely.
Which the mandap went viral. It was beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mussoorie is one of my favorite destinations, but Kochi is picking up
Okay.
quite frequently, and a lot of metro cities are starting to do well.
Okay. That's nice.
Two weddings we've done. One was a wedding, and one was a 25th anniversary celebration in Siliguri
Okay.
at the Mayfair. Oh, it's divine property.
Yeah.
Divine, right in the middle of the hotel's like a square, right? And the center, it's a tea farm.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, the Siliguri is
That's
great,
nice.
and I don't know about the Bihar thing, but definitely the West Bengal, Mumbai people, Delhi people. Yeah,
They've started exploring Siliguri.
Yeah, and they have good inventory. You know? And I think a lot of weddings today, for example, when a client wants to do a wedding in the Middle East, he likes to do it in Doha
Okay.
at the Hilton Salwa, essentially, because it's an hour and a half away from the city.
Okay.
The logic being that if he's in Dubai, people may come to Dubai, attend one function, and then go out partying and not even be there for the wedding.
Right.
But if they are an hour and a half away from the city, then they're stranded because they have no mode of transport,
Correct,
right? The
correct.
entire hospitality logistics is controlled by the host. So yeah, Siliguri also is a place like that. Once you are there in the hotel, there's no place to go.
Which one has higher pressure? Is it the emotional stakes or professional stakes? Meaning corporate events or the weddings? How would you compare that?
So both are events. Yeah, it's not like an interior design business where if you're not ready on time, you can always take another week and say, listen, give me a week more to give you delivery. You know, you got to deliver on that same day. You cannot cry, say that my florist hasn't come, my lights guy hasn't come. You know,
Exactly.
you got to deliver somehow or the other. And you know, we do face challenges with the industry because a lot of work is outsourced to sub vendors. You know.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing with weddings is it has a lot of emotional connect. Unlike a corporate, which is more show flow process, there are no retakes.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Which means you got to make sure that you can't upset the bride and the groom.
Yeah. Lot of pressure.
You can't upset the family. And you're not only looking at the bride's family, but you're looking at the groom's family. So there's a lot of pressure.
Exactly.
You know, that also helps us to be perfectionists. the pressure sometimes. Some people evolve with it, some people dissolve with it.
That's so true.
So-
Wow. What's the most challenging part of pulling off a dream event? Whether for a bride or for a corporate CEO?
Right.
Basically, for a wedding, has it ever been, for example, that the florist, the vendors haven't probably reached the venue in time, or something at the last moment probably has gone wrong, whether from the family side or from the event company side, and
So
what kind of
I'll give you an
challenges?
instance for wedding we did in Mauritius.
Okay.
Mauritius is like UK, rains any time of the year.
Okay.
Weather is beautiful 365 days of the year, but it can rain. And to the bad luck, it did rain on the wedding day. The wedding was outside. We had a transparent marquee created on the beach, an air-conditioned marquee.
Okay.
But that was the reception area, and the wedding was outside, and the whole mandap was in the shape of a elephant ivory tusk. It was stunning.
Oh, wow.
It was ready in the evening. They wanted to do it against the sunset backdrop of the ocean. 6:05, the bride and the groom, after the barat, must have just sat down, and it started pouring.
Oh my.
You know, and yeah, it was a challenge, but all of us, including me, started lifting everything, putting chairs. The hotel GM himself started lifting chairs and shifting everything into the marquee. So we told the bride and the groom, "Ek baar barat aur kar lo." For half an hour, 45 minutes. Give us that much time to reset it.
Yeah, correct.
And we set up the whole mandap in the marquee. The wedding happened. Once the wedding happened, they went to change. That gave us enough time to remove the stuff and reset the reception stage. So it was massive challenge, massive, Firstly, when you go internationally, you're working with limited staff. You don't have the luxury of labor that's available when you work in a country of like ours,
true. Yeah.
But we managed, we pulled it off, and I think the happiness, the tears of joy that falls down from a bride's face means a lot sometimes than money does.
Wow, that was one challenging case. So, ever had an unrealistic expectation from your client for the wedding, or ever had to say no for that demand? How did you manage that expectation?
So, top of the hat comes a client many years ago when boat and parties on the sea, the Gateway of India was doable, which
Okay.
unfortunately now is a little bit of a difficulty. Yes, there was a client who wanted us to do a party for almost 450, 500 people on the sea many years ago. When I say almost 2 decades ago,
Okay.
he wanted us to convert to have a Sangeet party,
Okay.
and the theme was Island,
Okay.
right? What we did was we got 3 water barges joined together in the middle of the ocean. We had more than 8 or 9 service boats that would take people up and down, and created a whole island theme.
Wow.
Unfortunately, so many years back. I wish digital cameras and iPhones were available then. We could have had records of the pictures. But so to answer your question, have you had an unrealistic demand? Yes, we did. Have you ever said no? No, we've never said no.
Wow, that's amazing. So it was not even on a boat. It was something that you
On a
created.
water barge. Yeah, it was massive.
Lovely.
And the good part is there are certain events or related wedding events that leave memories that will never die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Social media pressure nowadays is huge. People want to show their weddings or their events extravagant. Does that create some kind of a pressure on the event companies?
Well, like I said, we are visionaries. We take a good out of everything that comes to us. Last November, there was a family from Delhi that got married in Dubai,
Okay.
and the bride wanted, and most brides want to be an influencer for the wedding. You know, it's the dream, right?
Yeah, of course.
Usually, it's our experience. The bride really wants to make the wedding really happy and big. The groom's more interested in chat mangni pat bia and let's go on a honeymoon
Yeah.
types. But there was this particular bride, and she wanted to be a social influencer,
Okay.
and she paid us money for our social media team to put her out there in terms of social media and stuff like that, you know. And that actually led us to create a brand in our company called Post It,
Oh, wow.
you know, that
Okay.
actually now that actually started focusing on brides, which we would make them influencers. You know, we connect with influencers. So the whole idea of Post It was to enhance the bride's experience for the wedding. You know, now obviously we led it to a more digital performance scene. We're doing work besides the brides, but yes. So like I said, you know, every challenge for us leads us to some new growth avenue that will.
That's really nice. What would be the number of weddings that we would be looking at, or probably in terms of the events industry, especially for the weddings?
So I'll give you some numbers.
Yes.
When we started the wedding division in 2002,
Huh.
we started it with only doing work for HNIs and Uber HNIs. The last 20 years, we've only been focused on that. But the industry has become so huge and specialized. Even in the wedding industry, there are people who only do certain kinds of weddings
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Huh.
What we have now done, since we are a listed entity, we've created another brand that even targets besides the Uber HNIs and the HNIs, it even targets the upper mid segment.
Okay.
There are an average of 12.5 crore weddings that happen every year,
Wow.
you know,
That's a big.
and the wedding market is honestly the second largest retail market after food
Wow.
in
Okay.
India. And after United States, India is the second biggest wedding market in the world.
Wow.
You know? So the whole idea is now for us to try and capture all segments, and everyone's gonna get married, right?
Of course.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And some obviously will spend more money than the other.
Yeah.
But value for money is something that we created a brand called Vows Vachan, which caters to most of the upper mid segment and the mid segment audience, to make life a little more interesting for people. We're working on a concept
Okay.
called and a brand, maybe not a brand, but a marketing concept called Second Chance.
Okay.
All right, it's
Yeah.
for people who want to get married again.
Understood.
We're working on the idea, so it's not finalized, but the whole fix that we're trying to do here is give them a 12-month EMI at 0% interest,
Okay.
which means if
Nice.
someone wants to get married again, obviously second marriages, they don't want to spend too much money, right?
Exactly.
But if they have a budget of say 30 lakhs, but obviously the bride and groom want to do a little more, and the budget's coming to 40 lakhs, so that 10 lakhs that will scale up, we're going to get them an EMI through a finance company
Okay.
at
Wow.
0% interest.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So, like you
And
mentioned, yes.
sorry to interrupt you. And we're also working with certain hotels where if they do the wedding in that particular hotel, the hotel will give them 2 nights, 3 days honeymoon package anywhere in the world
Wow.
based on the brand of the hotel that they are available.
Oh, that's really nice.
So we're working on that idea. It's called Second Chance. I have a feeling this season might be a little tough, but maybe by March we should have it going.
Yeah, let's hope for that. Yes. So, coming back to my question, you mentioned the upper mid segment, okay? And of course, the segment above that absolutely goes for the event management companies. How about the, upper middle class or the lower middle class? They probably have a mentality that approaching an event management company is going to be very expensive. And only with that mentality, they don't approach any of the event companies or event managers. What do you have to say about that?
So times, yes, your question is valid, but times are changing. People want to enjoy the wedding. They themselves don't want to end up being, and wedding's a tedious job. It's not like you book a venue, you book a catering, and your life's done. There's so many small things.
Yes.
Custom, we Indians are surrounded by customs and traditions, and
Right.
while the whole industry has evolved, one thing that is here to stay is the culture and tradition. People will, even if they go international weddings, one of the main questions for a Sadar is there a Gurdwara
Correct.
or can a Guru Granth Sahib come to the hotel? If it's a Hindu wedding, is fire allowed? One of the reasons Maldives is not a great destination is because they're not allowing fire. So you see,
Okay.
cultures and traditions are important. That's why weddings are not happening there
All right.
in
Okay.
plenty. So a few that will make the exception will do it. But the point is that even the upper mid segments, they've understood that it's once in a lifetime for the children,
Yeah.
and they have to enjoy it. They
Correct.
can't be running around, and that's where companies are evolving.
So
That's
if,
why there's a whole dearth of companies which are now able to do small weddings as well.
Right. And what would be the budget that, that kind of a segment would be looking at to plan one wedding?
The segment, upper mid segment, it's usually the bride and groom. They're working people. They don't want the parents to spend money.
Right. So
And
true.
that's a great thing, honestly,
Yeah.
because I think they feel that the parents have done enough. They need to do it on their own because
Yes.
they're earning money.
Yes.
And so the budgets are not so great, but for us, in one auspicious day in India, if there are 100 weddings happening, 5 are Uber HNIs, 15 are HNIs, and 80 are upper mid segments.
Wow.
So the volume is huge,
Right.
and that's one of the reasons why we've created several different smaller brands to
Correct.
cater to the 80% of the market, because we don't want to lose out on the opportunity of upper mid segment who now have the money, power, maybe not as much as the Uber HNI, but Jalak, it's every rupee anyone spends, they want value for money.
Absolutely.
Whether he's an Uber HNI, whether he's an HNI or a upper mid segment. So the spend is not so much. It could range anything from 20 lakhs
Okay.
for a small destination. I'm talking about destination.
Okay.
If it's a local wedding in
Yeah.
your
Can you give a breakup of both?
local wedding, what people mostly do is they'll have a wedding mandap
Correct.
come reception on one evening.
Right.
Over and done with, call
Yeah.
400, 500 people in some banquet space. You spend 8, 10 lakhs on it. That's
Okay.
it. And that's not our domain at all. That's not. But if you want to do a destination like in Lonavala, Karjat, or Goa, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, it's a decent budget to get you going.
It's really nice.
All depends on the number of people and the number of rooms, the number of days. It's
Of
a lot
course.
depends.
Of course.
Some people want to do a 2-day wedding. Some people want to do a 3-day wedding.
Yeah.
So it all budgets would
Yeah.
vary based on that.
Of course. Now coming to your company has managed. You all have done a lot of celebrity weddings, whether it is Shahid Kapoor, Arpita Khan, Anita Dongre's son, a lot of weddings. Can you differentiate their demands vis-a-vis the normal, probably upper segment demands? How is it
They
different?
all. It's a demanding industry. I don't think any. It's a wedding, right? It's very personal. It's not a. It's not a Bollywood movie, right? It's the same. Whether it's a Bollywood celeb or regular client, an Uber HNI client, they all are demanding. Yeah? The industry is demanding.
Yeah,
Right.
got it.
So I wouldn't be able to differentiate them, but the pressures are higher
Yeah.
because when you do a celeb wedding, there's a lot of media that covers,
Right.
and if you do a bad job, at some point it reflects in the media, and that's not good for us. And God's been kind. We are hardworking. We've been professional. We are perfectionists. We never had any issues.
Amazing.
That's what so far
That's really nice. And how's the experience been?
with doing the celeb wedding.
Yes.
It's okay. It's normal for us.
That's really nice.
We're in the space now where a celeb wedding, if it's well paying, only then we'll do it. We are not in that space anymore
Yeah.
where we will do a celeb wedding either complimentary or at cost. So, some of the statistics about US being the biggest wedding state and India being the second. But the funny part here is, Jhalak, amongst all their states, New Jersey City
Yeah.
has the largest number of weddings. Coincidentally, New Jersey also has the largest number of Indians.
Correct.
So, truth be told, I'm sure if you actually broke down the statistics,
Exactly.
it's the Indian weddings, even in US, is far bigger probably than the American weddings there.
Exactly. Lovely. What would be the minimum ticket size that Party Cruisers Limited would entertain for a wedding event to be organized?
I've learned with experience, don't say no to anybody.
That's right.
Yeah. You start off doing a 50,000 rupee event at home for an engagement, which can lead to a 3 crore wedding in the future.
Wow.
So there is no ticket size.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's all seasonal. I mean, if it's at a time where the season like November, December, Jan, Feb is extremely busy,
Yeah.
and we obviously we Indians are focused more on these Saya, non-Saya dates, and if it's during those dates, then one cannot afford to take a small wedding because you already have bigger projects going on.
Right.
But the thing is, the wedding business is not a 365 day of the year business,
Yeah.
which means on days where you're kind of free, and when you have a large team like we do, it's important to take up small projects because those are nothing but marketing and PR activities that one does for a family
Right.
in the hope, if they're happy, that it will lead to a much bigger project in the near future.
That's so true. You earlier mentioned that your company is a listed company. What was that point that, triggered you or made you feel that, okay, now I can go public and I can go as a listed company?
So, like I mentioned earlier in the podcast, every 3 to 5 years, there's a phase which changes the whole industry. And it's not
Right.
just our industry, it's most industries. There's a huge change that come across, like even the textile industry.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a huge change that come across. Whatever we have done in 30 years, there was a point in 2019 when I started the whole process of listing. It occurred to me with the way the industry is growing that the next 10 years are extremely crucial,
Okay.
extremely. And what we may have done in the last 20, 25 years, we can double or even triple of that by concentrating on the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
That's how it is, right? I mean,
Yeah.
when a flight starts running on the runway and at some point it takes off, right?
Yeah, correct.
I kind of sense that we are in the takeoff stage. And I felt the whole idea of listing had two main reasons. So one is obviously to take off,
Correct.
And we have, from
Yeah.
our top lines have grown not by 10%, 20%, but almost by 60 to 80% year on year,
Lovely.
which is fantastic. And I
Yeah.
think we owe it a lot to the fact that we branded ourselves as a listed entity. The trust factors are very high.
Correct.
Also, the industry is extremely unethical.
Acha.
you know, disorganized.
Okay.
And we felt it's important for the industry to be a little more organized. There's too much infighting happening within ourselves, which benefits people, other people. So we felt it's important to bring transparency and ethics, and what better way than to start at your home?
That's really
You know?
nice.
So-
How has it been ever since?
Oh yeah, I can't tell you the number of people who want to associate with us for the
Wow.
simple reason that we are now listed. This morning I met someone
Okay.
who reached out to us, wanted to meet on Wednesday, but when I told him it's Ganpati, it's shut. He flew down from Kochi
Wow.
just to meet me today. He
Okay.
wants to associate with us, and he understands that however hard he works, but if he associates with a listed company, his brand value of his company is going to go up.
Right.
You know, so it has a lot of pros, some cons in terms of paperwork, compliances, SEBI guidelines, NSE
Correct.
guidelines, company secretaries, and yeah. But if your mindset is right, you can achieve it.
After so many years of events, what's your personal definition of a perfect event? Or every event is perfect?
No. A perfect event is if you get a full monies. That's a perfect event. No, actually, the family, the groom, the bride's happiness is really important, because that determines also to ensure that the money comes in. And it's not just the families, but sometimes you hear even the guest whispering, "Wow, this is so beautiful! Wow, that was a great wedding!"
Yeah.
And then that really makes your whole effort that one has put
Correct.
in worthwhile.
Yes,
Everybody looks at validation in
absolutely.
some way or the other,
Of
and I
course.
think there's nothing better than a validation that comes without any matlab. If it comes from unknown sources.
Absolutely, of course. Have you ever seen an event planned by you that you would call it perfect, or where the client has felt so nice and so important? Would you share something?
So there was this client. When he was looking at a place in the Southeast Asia, Thailand's been there, done that. Bali also, he had attended a lot of weddings.
Okay.
He was a little stunned about what venue to choose, and he wanted Southeast Asia. We had just finished a wedding in Cambodia,
Okay.
and we recommended him that place, and he said no, because it's not a direct flight. It's via Bangkok. And when you have a lot of old people also traveling, I think that becomes a little challenge, because it's not just the connecting flight, but the layovers can be really prolonged and painful for
Exactly.
elderly people.
Yes.
But I think we convinced him, come take a look at the place. You will love it. It's a kind of a virgin destination for weddings, and it's new. He convinced him. He flew down to Cambodia with us. The Cambodian government, through the hotel,
Okay.
the hotel actually through the Cambodian government, at the airport, when his flight landed, had a 6-door limousine standing with a military convoy front and back to
Wow.
take him to the hotel. I
Okay.
think the minute he stepped out of the plane, he was convinced this was going to be the wedding venue for his sons.
Wow.
So yeah,
How did you manage to do that?
the hotel did it. We didn't do
Okay.
anything. The hotel was owned by maybe one of the ministers, and so.
That's so nice. That's so warm
But
and
I must tell
hospitable.
you, most international destinations, tourism governments, they are constantly coming to India and doing fam trips. They're doing conferences. They're doing seminars. They're doing show hosting
Okay.
to attract companies like ours and wedding planners to come to their country, For example, right now in the Middle East,
Huh.
Oman, Bahrain, Qatar, they're doing big events constantly in India to draw audience from India to come to their country, because they all understand that when a wedding happens with
Yeah.
400, 500 people,
Exactly.
it's not just brings revenue to the country, but also adds to the tourism.
Absolutely.
Do you know there are a few emirates and cities and countries in the Middle East that offer $100 to $150
Okay.
per person to the wedding planner
Oh my God, is it?
if they get a wedding done in that particular city.
Wow.
If I do a 500 people wedding,
Huh.
and if that state, emirate, or city is offering, the country is offering $100, you do your math. It's 500 into 100, it's $50,000.
Exactly. Time to open a branch over there.
Oh, we are working
But I
on it.
assume you do
We have
have branches,
we have an
right?
office in Dubai. We
Okay.
have an office in Doha. We're looking, hopefully by March 26, we should have it in Bahrain, Oman, Abu Dhabi. Yeah. We want to make, by March 26, we want to make Middle East as a center hub. Because
Okay.
Dubai today, unlike which London used to be the center hub, which is not kind of anymore, but Dubai is now becoming that hub for connecting Africa, Europe,
Right.
Indians. It's a good central place.
How is the response in Dubai?
Yeah, it's so one of for us, it can always get better, but it's doing really well.
That's nice.
Doing well.
Congratulations.
A lot of international Europeans and African clients want to do weddings in Dubai or the Middle East. In fact, we are now creating a team of a separate team
Okay.
of 2 people that is essentially going to be handling local and Arabic weddings.
Oh wow. That's really nice.
And they're both from Lebanese. So they speak Arabic, so that we start getting Arabic weddings. They won't deal with Indians, local
Okay.
Emiratis and stuff. They won't deal with Indians.
Right.
They want to deal with someone who speaks the lingo and understands the culture and tradition. So I think in the next month or so, we should have the hiring process sorted.
Oh, lovely.
And we'll start pushing for Arabic weddings. So
That's
it's a big
nice.
market. Middle East is a big
I'm
market.
sure.
And I just don't mean Dubai per se, but the entire
Entire.
Middle East.
Right. One offbeat destination, according to you, that the clients usually, request.
I tell you where we've done weddings, which have been offbeat. Cambodia, for example,
yeah.
it's we
Yes.
probably the first players who've been there. Probably the only, actually.
Oh, wow.
We done work in Cyprus as well. That was a little bit of a challenge because it was a new destination. We done a wedding in Arusha, in Tanzania,
Oh,
in Africa. Yeah, that was
Okay.
fantastic.
wow.
It was fantastic. Places like Goa, Thailand, and for that matter, even Rajasthan. It's been there, done that.
Correct.
You know,
So, any
and the-
Indian offbeat destinations?
Like I said, Masuri. It's fantastic.
Okay.
I would think so. Even Sukhvilas in Chandigarh. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just away from everything. It's lovely.
So, do you think, after Ambani's did their wedding in Udaipur, yeah, how
Also,
was
people are still talking about the Ambani wedding, is it?
I think the Udaipur market for the weddings was just blown. Do you think the same?
Yeah, I think it's revolutionized the whole
Exactly.
wedding market, especially in Rajasthan and
Yeah.
stuff, and even internationally, because too much hype and stuff. So I think
Exactly.
but it's done wonders for us. In fact, it's done well for us because it's kind of promoted the whole wedding market, and this whole wedding scene is. People see some outfit someone's worn, they want to ape that. So, designers have done well, wedding companies have done well, florists have done well, designers have done well. So the whole industry's kind of blossomed, because of that big wedding.
Correct.
I think it's good once a year if something like that happens. It's good for the industry. It just puts us on a roadmap in the world, you know.
So, when the clients come to you to decide for a wedding, how difficult is it for them to, fix on a particular destination as their wedding venue? How do they plan it? How do you help them with the planning?
Firstly, like I said, you know, once the bride and groom are kind of sorted, the first thing they look is at the destination. Depends on location, budgets. You know, they all set a budget, how much they want to spend and stuff, and accordingly, destinations get worked backwards. Because the thing is, it's not just the budget of the venue. If you take a venue in Jaipur, for example, hypothetically, it's a central city. Logistic handling is not so expensive.
Right.
Vendors are not so expensive because it's a hub.
Right.
But in Rajasthan, if you do it in say Bikaner or Pushkar, now that's a challenge because even though the hotel may come out little cheap, but vendors will get more expensive, logistics will get more expensive, you know.
Right.
So that's the challenge one really works with. But again, you know, if you're a Uber HNI or an HNI, really one understands, you know, it's not like a corporate event where the management gives the admin team or the HR team a budget and they have to make it in that budget, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
It's a very taste driven and sometimes budgets are shaken up to make the bride and the groom happy. Brides sometimes, once they are kind of engaged or even if they are seeing someone and looking to get married, they start dreaming of what the wedding is going to look like and stuff. So they themselves have destinations in mind. And obviously, if we can add more value by giving them super destinations, then it's workable.
Have you ever lost money on an event but gained something even more valuable?
For us, every event is an experience. You gain something in terms of learning, you know, of what not to do and how to better it.
Absolutely.
So that's a learning that
Yeah.
people like us always look at.
Correct.
In terms of losing, I mean, honestly, truth be told, it's just sometimes clients don't pay you the full money.
Is it?
But we are a little bit, the last 5 years, 6 years, we've been a little more rigid. We try and take the money up front because, post the event, it's difficult to get money out. It's not like a corporate, they give you a PO and your money is secured, you know. So, yeah, it's been a little tough. But we're a little cautious now in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So we haven't lost too much money. We don't have too much bad debt. Our books are super clean.
I would, like to do like a quick rapid fire with you.
It's the Karan Johar type.
So, weddings or corporate events, and why?
Weddings, more creative,
Yeah.
more fun, more stress.
So, you like challenges.
Absolutely.
Indoor or outdoor venues, which is tougher?
Outdoor,
But
And more
beautiful.
fun.
Yeah.
but bigger challenge. And we love challenges.
Most underrated destination, one destination that is underrated.
I have no answer to that.
No destination in India or abroad that's underrated but extremely beautiful that you can think of.
I would still say Goa.
It
It's
is
underrated,
underrated?
but
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Is it?
It's just that it was one of the first destinations that actually took off for weddings.
That's
So
right.
it's probably in the longest time that weddings are happening, you know, and stuff like that. But it's still packed in season time. You can't find a hotel there during the wedding season.
Right. Craziest client request.
The island bar in the middle of the island party in the middle of the
middle.
ocean.
One event trend to kill, one to keep forever. Which is that trend that you would want to kill, and which is a trend that you would want to keep forever in events?
I'd like to keep the Bharat for sure. It's super fun. Super fun. The Fera, I think we should kill it. Or at least kill the time frame that goes for the Fera. Because after the Bharat, the Fera can really be boring.
That's true. Has it ever been that you've been a part of Bharat because you like it so much?
Not
One
for a
of your
client, but friends, yeah.
Of course. According to you, what would be the top 5 destinations that you would want to suggest the, people who are going to get married soon, whether internationally or in India?
Obviously, it's unrelated to budgets, right? But if
Yeah,
I were
yeah.
to give
Your
you,
top 5 destinations.
I would still say Cambodia is very hot
Nice.
on my list. It's beautiful.
Okay.
We're working on a concept in Zanzibar,
Okay.
which is going to be a jungle hotel.
Oh, wow.
So that would be a great. We're working on it. We probably look to open the office in the next month in
that's
Zanzibar.
Okay.
That would be a great destination.
That's two.
I still think Rajasthan is top notch. Yeah, the kind of infrastructure, facility, and it's outstandingly beautiful in the winters. Mussoorie for sure.
Okay. That's
There's
4.
absolutely a no-brainer there. And Siliguri.
That's 5. Nice. What's the most extravagant non-wedding event you've managed? And what element, decor, logistics, what stood out? A non-wedding event.
We did a celebration in Siliguri many years back. It was a 25th wedding anniversary,
Okay.
which was a 2-day affair and celebrated like a wedding.
Okay.
You know,
So like
in
getting
a wedding,
remarried.
you had a haldi function, mehndi function, sangeet function, cocktail function, fera,
Okay.
and the reception. The whole gamut was recreated after 25 years. And, I think
Wow.
a lot had to do with the fact that obviously the husband and wife were still in love. And, the weddings 25 years back were not the same like it's today. So,
course, yeah.
if someone can afford it today, they want to recreate that whole nostalgia of trying to make their wedding memorable, right? Which they never managed to do 25 years back.
Yes, of course.
So, yeah, that was great.
Well, that's a beautiful thought to renew your vows after 25 years.
If they can afford it, we're happy to service them.
Ambani scale weddings. Do you think the media numbers are exaggerated?
I'm not the right guy to comment, honestly, but I'm absolutely not the right guy to comment on this.
Okay.
And truth be told, I don't think anyone would be able to comment on this.
Okay. If someone today, probably comes to you as a friend, saying that, they want to probably start an event company, what would be the minimum capital that, you would advise them? And what would be the capital that they should, minimum capital that you would advise, and one thing that they should invest in, primarily being an event company?
So, when you say an event company, one looks at an event company as a wedding focus or as a corporate focus. Mostly, these are the two
Yeah,
areas.
correct.
But then there are many other aspects. There are event companies that also only do children's parties, but they call themselves event companies. But essentially, if you look at the wedding segment, that is the focus that you're asking the question on.
Correct.
What does one need? A mobile, a laptop, and some connections.
Okay.
Right. So the investment essentially is more on PR and marketing.
Okay.
That's the only investment. Anyone can work from home and start. Two people who have worked in the same company or different companies for 4 years, 5 years, who have handled clients on their own, can essentially get together form a company, work from home or a co-working space. All they need is to reach out to the same clients that they had serviced 4 5 years ago and connect with them and see if they have a second child or anyone in the family that is needed. And today, thanks to Instagram and social media, it's so easy to just go out there and say, oh, so and so, we started our own company and reach out. So it's easy.
One quick pro and one quick con as an event management
For us or for the newcomers?
for the newcomers.
So the pro is the money they may have be making by way of salaried employee, they can probably make it up or more by just doing 1 or 2 weddings in a year.
Oh wow.
You know,
Okay.
the con is to get 1 or 2 weddings in a year also in today's times is a tough ask.
Right.
And most newcomers, they don't have the bandwidth to take money up front, which means if the client doesn't pay, they don't pay vendors. And so I can't tell you, we are constantly doing interviews. My HR is constantly doing interviews, right? We are growing. So
Right.
we're looking at people in the industry pan-India, including internationally. And I can't tell you 5 out of 10 people who come for the interview are people who have been entrepreneurs and now
Okay.
want to come back to being employees.
Okay.
So obviously they've not been successful for whatever
Right.
reason. Money's not come, vendors are chasing them. But it's not easy. Just because you have a laptop and a mobile and a few
Exactly.
connections, you're not going to get anywhere far. You need to have a mindset to be able to go far. And the fact that you should be ready to take a risk in life. Maybe it could be a little bit of a calculated risk, but risk is important when you do business.
One quick, thought that keeps you going, that keeps you motivated every day. I can see your passion for events. I can, particularly for weddings. What keeps you going even, now?
It's a self-motivated drive, honestly.
How do you motivate yourself is what I'm asking. Something that we could learn from.
So, I have to give you this example. Someone came for an interview a couple of years back and follows me on all my platforms. Pretty big fan of mine. And he said, "Sir, आप retire कब होंगे?" And I said, "भाई जिस दिन आप मेरे funeral पे आएंगे ना,
Oh,
उस दिन I'll be retired." So it's my belief till your hands, legs, mind works.
wow.
Keep it going.
So true.
And the whole purpose of the IPO that we're doing here, it's not about money anymore for us. It's about a legacy one wants to leave in the space that we have actually started off from scratch and built it to where we are and where we want it to go.
Wow. So inspiring.
Yeah.
So
We're
insightful.
hoping a lot of newcomers that enter the field focus on ethics, transparency, rather than making a quick buck. Money will come
Yeah.
if you work hard.
Exactly.
If you do it ethically, money will come.
Yeah. Since you mentioned about the newcomers, I want your take on, you've had so many employees in the past, you still have a lot of employees. Do you see the difference in the millennials or the Gen Zs? And what is your take on it?
So, I was just talking to someone last week. Knowingly, we may have mentored almost 50 people. Knowingly,
Okay.
And I can think of 10, 15 names of people who are doing well. I don't even know what the other 30, 35 are doing. So I can't say for sure. Sometimes out of touch is out of sight is out of mind. Unknowingly, I don't know how many people I may have touched as a company, me and Rashna together.
Yeah.
How many people we may have touched, but today's Gen Z, there are some really brilliant kids there. I think the challenge is the discipline. I think everyone wants to take the jet elevator up, Nobody wants to climb the steps. And some of them are brilliant, hardworking, but unfocused, indisciplined, undecisive.
So that's like the biggest challenge as an employer.
Yeah, because their mindset is they want to make it fast and quick. So that's the challenge. It is tough, but I love working with them. And I tell you, you learn a lot from these Gen Zs.
That's true.
We learn a lot, and it's honestly it's a Gen Z that keeps people like me enthusiastic and motivated. Because they come in, they smile, they do the stuff which we've
Yeah.
never done.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Also, Rachna ma'am and yourself are the backbones of the company Party Cruisers Limited. How is it working with your wife? I mean,
So, when we started the company, 5 years later, Rachna joined, and that was a huge turning point because, like I said, there are like the IPO is a huge turning point. Rachna was a huge turning point in my life that helped us get to the IPO.
wow.
Yeah, we had a share of fights, professional fights, but it also motivated us to grow better in life.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So basically, this will also teach the newcomers as to
Yeah.
how they're supposed to work. So yeah, it's been over 3 decades since you started your company. Since when have you started delegating work, and for how long have you been working, by yourself for your clients?
So I've been delegating from the day I started, truth be told.
Okay.
But we had a small team of 4 people. And today we are almost about 200 plus people.
Wow.
We still delegate, but we enjoy being on site. Yeah. But unfortunately, time does not permit us all the time to be on each and every
Yeah,
event.
of
So
course.
we are selective depending on who the client is, especially if they are friends. We are definitely there for them.
But do you
Yeah.
enjoy being on site?
Oh, we love it. We love it. It just shakes us from our comfort zone of the chair and puts us on the field. And it also motivates the team members that are working to see
Exactly.
people like me and Rachna on site. It just motivates them to work even harder, and they feel good that someone like us, me and Rachna, are with them doing
Yeah,
what.
absolutely.
Yes, it's good.
It's lovely.
One of the reasons why we also got ourselves listed, the market size of weddings in the next couple of years is going to reach 10 trillion rupees. It's huge number. Okay, it's massive. We obviously want a small pie of it. And while we'll grow vertically in Mumbai, it's important to grow horizontally pan-India and across international borders as well. And that's what is why we now have offices in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Odisha, Rajasthan, Goa, besides Mumbai. And Dubai is a hub. Doha, we have an office, and we're now looking to grow in Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, Oman. We're in talks with 2 companies, one in the UK and one in Singapore,
Okay.
to try and set up base in those countries where
Oh,
there's a lot
lovely.
of large audience of NRIs there.
Right.
And then from there grow the company. And we obviously want a pie and probably a little bigger pie of the 10 trillion rupees that's the market is going to
Yes.
offer. And to give you a few statistics, 69% of India's population today is in the age bracket of 27 to 35 years,
Right.
all mostly marriageable age. That
So
means
big market.
69% of the
Yeah.
population is going to get married sooner or later, right? And by the time they get married, the 22, 23-year-old will turn in that age as well. So the
Right.
industry is only going to boom. Yes, the competition is going to get even more severe, which means the spend power is going to increase, but the competition is going to increase. So I think we are on the right track right now. We
Yes.
are looking to grow horizontally, pan-India. We're looking to have 20 offices in the next couple of years. We want to be in every nook and corner of this
Lovely.
world
Yes.
where at least if someone wants to get married, they know Peace Party Cruises Limited is
Superb.
available for them.
Yes. One
Whether they
dream
choose us-
branch destination?
One,
Dream destination for your branch
as in which
that you're
office?
that you're yet to open. Maybe in a country that you've always liked.
Oh, we already opened. For me, Hyderabad was a big one because
Is it?
I think right now it's one of the most booming cities in India.
Okay.
We opened there, but it's too soon right now for us. It's just been 2 months.
Okay.
Let's give it one season and then we'll see. But
And internationally, any dream destination for your company's branch?
Dubai, we opened there as well.
Nice. So good to see PCL grow. Have you ever faced any challenges with the government authorities in India? Something maybe basically for music or Bharat?
So, in the early phases of the industry, there were a lot of licenses that were required by the government, and that was a challenge. But I think a lot of that has changed because of the association, the wedding associations and stuff have got themselves together, and even the hotels have got themselves organized. So I think that's no longer a challenge. But obviously, you got to follow the basic restriction policies: no music after 10 outdoors and stuff. So people move parties indoors and stuff like that. So those
Right.
challenges we still face, but again, it's venue centric. If you're in a remote location of the hotel where there's no one really to, and the hotels themselves are a little bit sorted in that sense. So it's not a big challenge anymore.
Oh, lovely. That's nice. So not many challenges now.
Yeah. So most people think that weddings internationally are more expensive. It's
Yeah.
not true. Yeah, it depends on destination. But if you really look at it, in my opinion, a place like Udaipur is probably still the most expensive city in India
Is it?
during the peak winters for weddings.
Oh, wow.
It's probably more expensive than Thailand. It's probably more expensive than Turkey. So it's a notion.
Yeah.
It's a notion. Yeah, the only challenge with international is that the visa, the ticket costs can
Right.
slightly take it up. But if you actually look at the hotel rooms and the logistics and stuff, Udaipur is really expensive.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Very
And
interesting.
obviously, after the Ambanis, it's even got more expensive.
That's true.
Yeah, so like I said, the bride really is the highlight of the wedding. Her clothes, her jewelry, everything. But the way weddings have transformed, and I met someone a couple of days back. They're into jewelry rental for
Okay.
weddings.
Okay.
And then I met another person who's into linga rentals for weddings.
Is it?
Yeah. Now what happens is, you can't afford to buy a 5 lakh, 10 lakh linga because it's going to be a one-time wear, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're HNI and Uber HNI. So what's happened is a lot of people have started copying designers like Sabyasachi, Manish Malhotra, and they're making similar looking lingas and they're renting it out at 30,000, 40,000 rupees
Oh,
for the
wow.
linga. Now
Okay.
that's where the upper middle segment can afford it, right?
Right.
Because honestly, nobody wants to spend 5 lakhs on a linga because it's going to be a one-time wear,
Correct.
right? And so that's becoming a big market. Rental of clothes or rental of jewelry, that's becoming a huge market.
Yeah. So exactly, there was a saying that someone's bridal lehenga, which is costing, say, the designer lehenga, which is costing in lakhs, can actually do a lower segment bride's wedding, the entire wedding, and that's
It's
the
true.
irony.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
true, and that's why the rental business is looking good because
Yeah.
that lehenga which may have come on TV can be copied and be rented out. It's so easy to copy these days.
Correct. In a way, good for the brides that
Yeah,
really
yeah,
want
it's
to.
a big business.
you
There
know,
are special men clothing companies in Surat.
Okay.
They only rent out sherwanis and wedding clothes for men.
Oh my God.
It's a huge
It's a
business.
huge business.
Yeah.
Weddings is, I think, huge.
And we are hoping this whole concept of the second chance makes it even bigger, you know.
Yes, of course. But the thought behind it is very beautiful.
Yeah, why should one stop living life?
Of
Yeah, it's a
course.
second chance, one
Yeah.
needs to give it.
Now there are so many weddings. You mentioned some how many
12.5 crore weddings every
12.5
year.
crore weddings a year. Of course, the divorce rates are also going to be high.
I'm not sure, but someone you were talking and they said there are 100 divorces that happen every day.
Every day.
That's about 3,000 a month. That's about
Exactly.
36,000 a year.
36,000 a year.
Yeah, that's
And it's
36,000
only
second
growing.
chance.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice. We'll take it that way.
We'll do another podcast on second chances.
Done.
So I'm sure it's happening, although we don't get 100% involved with it. It's the photographers and the wedding photographers' domain. But yes, there are so many weddings post-COVID, which has been a hybrid model.
Okay.
You know, so people who can't come from the US and stuff to India, you set up screens so they can see the fairas happening. They can, and you know, so it's
Like a live
it's
telecast.
a live streaming that happens. You know, it happens a lot nowadays.
That's nice.
Yeah, especially for elders who can't make it and stuff like that. So,
Any extravagance, that you have catered to apart from setting up an island that you mentioned about in the middle of the ocean? So anything else similar and the cost that the client has incurred for setting that up?
so one of the Cambodia weddings we did, the client wanted to get the bride and the groom. They wanted to get married at the Angkor Wat temple.
Okay.
You know,
The famous
but
temple.
the famous. It's a wonder,
Yeah.
eighth wonder of the world, I think. But temple didn't allow it.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
it wasn't permitted. So we built a island in the swimming pool,
Okay.
and the whole mandap was recreated in the look and shape of the Angkor Wat.
Wow.
You know, and that's how the bride and groom got married.
That must be beautiful.
Oh, it was stunning.
And what must be the approx cost?
It's part of the whole wedding budget.
Okay.
And it's too far out for me to give you logistics and
Yeah,
costs
yeah.
here, but it was an experience. And you know, obviously with smoke bombs and with confetti bursts and with pyros, the whole
I'm sure the experience would have been
the
beautiful.
entry was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely. I'm sure the couple would have loved it. To our listeners, I hope you enjoyed this episode of BonaFide Banter with Zalak Mehta. If you did, don't forget to share it with your friends, drop us a review, and subscribe. Follow us for more candid conversations with industry leaders and pioneers. Until next time, this is Zalak Mehta signing off. Stay inspired, stay curious, and keep celebrating life.